Hello, friends. It's Pastor Alex back with another evening reflection. And uh, in the midst of our prayer conversation that we had yesterday and that continued in the reflection last night, one of the things that came up is how many folks really connect with prayer and spirituality through the gift of music. And so part of what we've been doing lately has been trying to try out different styles of music and that kind of a thing. And so I thought I would share a little bit about the Taizé community, which is a community in France that is an epicenter for kind of a countercultural spirituality, uh, getting back to more like what Jesus was in the New Testament for the folks that he was with. And it's a community that's really hinges on especially younger folks' spirituality. And it's a place of pilgrimage. And they put out a lot of different music. So they had one really famous composer that had wrote a bunch of really super simple chant-like pieces of music that are very prayerful and usually directly from the scriptures. And so if you're ever in the mood for something very simple that can kind of focus your mind and open it to God's way, then I really recommend looking at some of their pieces. We sing a couple of them at church, although not a lot of them. And Taizé is really powerful. Another related kind of community is the Iona community. And so if you're ever on YouTube and looking for a new piece of music that might be very soothing and very, very serene and also prayerful, look up Taizé playlists or Iona community playlists. And instead of just talking about prayer stuff, I thought I'd actually sing you one of the chants, and hopefully you like it. This is called "Bless the Lord." Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy name. Bless the Lord, my soul, who leads me into life. Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy name. Bless the Lord, my soul, who leads me into life. So that's one example of one simple chant that think of it like something we would sing as we took communion together or during a period of time when maybe we were lighting candles at a vigil or something like that, that has that kind of participatory but more of like a trance-like quality of the singing than singing a hymn like we normally would at church. So that it puts us into a state of intention to be open to God's will and God's way. And it's how the Psalms were initially written, we believe, that they were written kind of like a hymnal to help focus people's minds on God's goodness and open them and clear all of the stuff that normally takes up our headspace so that we can pay attention to God's goodness in our midst. So Taizé and Iona are two types of that kind of music, but there's plenty of other out there that work for me, and there's a particular way in which the soothing simplicity of that music helps me to get refocused when I go into a time of prayer. So it's one simple idea that if you're interested, feel free to try, and if not, then stick with whatever's working for you as well. Hope you're having a good night. May God bless you and keep you. And I hope to see you Sunday. We'll be having a board meeting immediately following worship on Zoom on Sunday. So be aware of that. So have a good night and take care. God bless.